Hi everybody, let's take a look at the third and final Predator figure from NECA's Series 16 of Kenner Tribute Predators. This time we'll take a look at the spiked tail Predator. And here we have the figure in the same style of Kenner box as the other two figures from this wave. And all three of them can be seen here on the back, and then we have a pretty interesting bio about the spiked-tailed predator himself. So here we have the figure outside the box, and spiked-tailed predator really looks like nothing else we've seen before. The Kenner figures are typically more spectacular and unusual, and spiked-tail is no exception. For accessories, we get a removable biomask, and also this mask is pretty unusual. It's sculpted also on the inside, and here we have bendable horns on the top. Then we get the well-known shuriken, and it has the same copper color as some parts of the figure, and the same goes for the cannon here. I was about to say the arm cannon, but it's also a backpack cannon, and it's articulated. If you want to place the cannon on the Predator's arm, there is a small peg hole here, and you can make it look like the Predator is pointing the cannon from underneath his arm, but it's also possible to turn the arm here so the cannon is more on the outside. And then it's possible to peg the cannon into the backpack. And if you do that, it looks more or less like the traditional plasma caster here. And the shuriken also has a storage place here on the top of the backpack. And it looks really nice. And finally, of course, the biomask goes on the figure, no problems, and then spiked tail looks like this. Underneath the mask, we have this very, very cool looking face sculpt. And a breather in front of the face that is not removable. And then we have the spiked tail here that has given the Predator its name, and it's articulated with a bendy wire. And then we get a lot of armor. The armor has a green color. The color is not as green as I thought it would be, but it looks really good. And we get a lot of armor pieces with a cyber look, with tubes and wires. One hand is a normal hand, and this one looks like an artificial cyber hand of some kind. And the armor continues on the legs here and all the way down to his feet. So several great looking armor details on this figure, and a lot of details that we haven't seen on any Predator before. And we also get a new type of backpack, and it's not removable. Great details all in all on spiked-tailed Predator. For articulation, we also get a good amount. As I mentioned, the spiked tail has a bendy wire. It means that the head can turn from side to side, but it cannot move up and down. The arms move a good amount. We get double jointed elbows, and we also get articulation here at the hand. The Predator can turn and move forward and back at the waist, and the legs here go up and back. Pretty good. We get double jointed knees, and they are hindered a little bit by the armor pieces, and that also goes for the feet, but we can get them to move up and down and ankle pivot as well. So finally, a size comparison here next to Cracked Tusk Predator, also a Kenner tribute figure, and on the left Scar Predator, and Scar is still slightly larger than the other two. And here we have the complete Series 16 of Predator figures. And what a trio they are standing here together. They look spectacular and unusual Ghost, Stalker and Spike-tailed Predator. For now, I'll leave you with my opinion about the figure and then I'll sum up this review. In my opinion, we have the best figure from Series 16 right here. The Spike-tailed Predator has a lot of never seen before armor pieces and details, and it has a great sculpt, unusual accessories, and an eye-catching design. So I highly recommend this figure as well as the other two from Series 16. Thanks a lot for watching. Leave a comment or subscribe if you'd like to see more.